Hi guys, I just want to make an update about my progress and what happened after the stem cells transplant. So it has been about 3 months. It's passed about 3 months since the stem cell treatment at Infusio in Frankfurt, and uh, things are not looking great for me right now. So what changed? When I return from, I have an issue with food. But I am intolerant to everything, even water. I am dizzy and I feel always like I'm on alcohol. And after I eat, it gets 10 times worse. It's impossible to even speak. Uh, Strangely enough, even though I literally feel like I'm drunk, I don't have still I don't have. Balance issues. I can walk like a normal human being. You can see how dizzy I am and how drunk I am all the time. So it's definitely an autoimmune reaction at this point. I have no doubt about it. It's so severe that I always have a sweetish metallic taste in my mouth that is changing in intensity based on how my brain is. When I'm really bad and really foggy and really drunk, like I've described it, the sweet taste gets worse. After I eat something, the sweet taste gets worse. After this is why I'm saying it got so bad that it's enough to put water in my mouth and then spit it out, and I have a reaction for my get slightly dizzier, and this sweet taste is changing in intensity. So yeah, my brain is in a really bad shape. So after I returned from Infusio, I didn't know what to eat. I was terrified of eating. It's not that I'm scared. Not that I'm scared to eat. It's simply everything that I eat. It's killing my brain. It's like I'm eating, but drinking alcohol and eating sleeping pills. This is how food feels to me, and absolutely no energy. The faster it absorbs, the more sugar it has, the worse it is. But so yeah, I will make a separate video about my food intolerances. Not I don't want to get into details in this video. So after I returned from Infusio, I ate for about a month only bone broth with some chicken, and I was going nowhere. I only got worse on this stuff, and I decided to start eating a vegan diet. I can't touch meat because my digestion is so messed up. If I eat any animal product, meat, eggs, milk, I get constipated for days, and this is a big problem for me. On top of everything else, so I decided to start eating a vegan diet. In the morning, I ate some oats without gluten. It was an adventure to find oats without gluten because I'm so sensitive that even those that say that says that they don't have gluten in them, is there is a little trace of it, I feel it instantly. So yeah, I found it. I feel horrible after I eat. Doesn't It's not the point. Then at lunch I eat some steamed vegetables with a mixture of beans and a small fruit salad, low glycemic fruit salad, and um, dinners a huge salad with all greens, all type of greens. I put even tomatoes because nightshades family, because at this point it doesn't really matter. And some potatoes and again some fruits. Every time I eat I crash for 2 hours. I'm a zombie. Then I recover to some extent, but this is happening now for about 2 years, and my brain is starting to show signs of dementia at this point. My short-term memory is inexistent. I don't remember what I said so far. I have only some foggy thoughts about it. Also, my long-term memory is starting to suffer. A few days ago, I forgot my my parents have a cat. Her, her name is Ellie, and I forgot her name, even though I said it 10,000 times before. And I think it took me about a day to remember it. So my brain is starting to show clear sign of dementia. I can't take care of myself at all. The sound sensitivity and light sensitivity, especially motion sensitivity, that something is moving, I have to follow it with my eyes, uh, are so bad that I had to leave my wife and child. I can't stand to see my child anymore. This is how crazy this stuff is. So I've moved with my parents. They have a house close to a forest. It's really beautiful here. It's a virgin forest, so 2 or 3 times per day I walk out usually after 2 or 3 hours after I eat and try to move out as best as I can. But so yeah, things after the stem cells, nothing changed. I'm the same. Dr. Phil from Infusio said that it takes, in these cases, it takes even more. But if at every meal I am poisoning myself and my immune system is going crazy and is attacking my brain and my nerves, and I don't know. I don't know. I hope he's right. So, what changed? Vision is worse. I see all kind of floaters, TV static, after images, object remain impregnated in my vision after. For example, I watch a tree and I move my eyes towards something else, and I still see the tree for a second. It's horrible. Sound sensitivity and the emotion light sensitivity. It's incredible worse. It hurts my head even talking to this camera. Foggy brain, dizziness, horrible dizziness, and this fucking drunken feeling that is driving me crazy. Doesn't let me live. Doesn't let me. I'm always like I'm intoxicated with alcohol. This is how I feel. It's been 2 years. Uh, what else? Physically, I have days when I'm slightly not as bad. I can say better, and but most of the times I feel like I'm 100 years old. My knees hurt, all my joints. I have arthritis. Arthritis at 36 years old. My knees, all my joints, even my shoulders hurt like crazy. I can barely walk because of the pain. Neuropathy, it's better, but I have to stay on my back or flat. As soon as I stand up, I have a bad pain, deep neuropathy, not the one that you feel on the skin. That is gone because I don't eat gluten and dairy and this crap. But the deeper one that is horrible is still there, and I have at this point I have damage on my nerves, especially on my arms. So yeah, basically nothing changed. I only continue to go down. But I guess I'm still here, so I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, I don't remember what I said so far. So as a conclusion, neurologically my brain is getting much worse, and this is my big problem. Is not I've my family. Oh god, my family doesn't. Every member of my family thinks something else is bothering me. My parents think that fatigue is my problem. My sister thinks that pain is my problem. My wife thinks that only my brain is my problem. It's all of it. I think I have more than 70 symptoms that are always with me day and night. They don't let go. They only change in intensity. Some are better, some are worse, but they are present all the time. They don't let go. So the worst one is the brain. If I could have my brain back, I guess I could exist to mean something for my family in this form now. And about fatigue, for those if you don't have chronic fatigue syndrome, which is a cause of something else. It's not that if you go to a doctor and they see you so tired. Oh, you have chronic fatigue syndrome. Okay, and why do I have chronic fatigue syndrome? Oh, we don't know. We don't know. It's just that you have it. No, this I am sure of it. This chronic fatigue syndrome is caused by something. And in my case, because I have this autoimmunity issue, I am sure that my immune system is always in alert mode. Both the Th1 phase and the Th2 phase. Uh, and after repeating or putting something in my system, even if I tried for a while, I had some Myers cocktail with vitamins and amino acids in my vein. I have reaction even to that. So at this point, it's not just inside my intestine; it's the nerves of my intestine. I have no idea. I don't know. So yeah, things are looking really bad, really bad. I want to say a few words about Lyme because this disease most doctors doesn't recognize it. If you go after 1 year and you say how you feel, they say you're crazy because you can see it. You can see all this craziness that you are trying to describe. It's like I say, I'm going to that. Say I can't eat anything. I have this reaction, and some of them understood that I can I eat gluten or dairy and or I don't know meat. No, it's everything, not gluten and dairy. And if there would be one food on this planet that I could tolerate, I would eat only that. But this, so yeah, this I had contact with ticks all my life. This area here, it's it's a tick infested area. It has tall grass. It's near to a forest. Um, I I've had contact with ticks all my life because I've visited this place often, even as a child. So during my life, I was bitten more than, I don't want to exaggerate, but more than 100 times, and not only me, my parents, my daughter, my daughter. They didn't. The disease is not activated in them. So why me and not them? Why? And my conclusion is that when I had that weird rash and fever, and I felt like I had a cold, the worst cold of my life. The weird thing was it was in the summer, in somewhere in June, July, and then the ticks are very active. So if, either I was bitten then, or the bacteria was inside me, and because I was very stressed with work, uh, family, and all other stuff, my immune system crashed and the bacteria got activated. Then it messed up even more my immune system, and this is what I think happened. And then this total food intolerance appeared. Without it, I think I would have been healed a long time ago. Without this food intolerance, I'm sure of it, because this is what not only prevents healing, it's making things worse at every meal. So this is what I think about my Lyme story. Of course, at this point I have multiple sclerosis symptoms. I have serious bladder issues. I'm starting to use it to lose control on my bladder. Uh, I used to, because of these brain issues, I urinate very often. Every 30 minutes I have to go to the toilet. But now I'm losing control over my prostate. So what I mean by that, while urinating, I just stop without. I don't want to stop. It just stops and it starts again. Yeah, it just stops and starts again. It's like it's crazy. So I'm starting to lose control over my prostate, and this is a clear sign of multiple sclerosis of on top of everything else. And it's not the usual. It's not the typical. If it is, I hope it not. It is primary progressive multiple sclerosis because I don't have attacks. I'm always the same, only change in intensity. So yeah, this is about this fucking Lyme. Depression. This depression thing is crazy, at least for me, because when I got sick, I went to the doctor because it was so horrible how I felt. I went to the doctor and I explained to them how I felt. They instantly said that I'm crazy. It's impossible to feel this way. Go to see a shrink. And I knew, and I still know that this is not the problem. They accepted it to go to a psychiatrist, and I had to accept that what he was telling me basically it's all in my head. I am making somehow this. I'm making my body to feel the same, my brain to feel the same. You know what? All of you doctors who don't believe in Lyme, I really hope you will get Lyme someday. And then, with all your books and all your knowledge and all your, anyway, I don't want to be rude or negative, but it's the truth. So I even accepted to take antidepressant, but how can you help a brain that is so messed up, that under attack from bacteria, from viruses, that Lyme is not just Borrelia, it's a ton others bacteria and viruses. I was tested positive for Ehrlichia Bartonella, Epstein-Barr virus, uh, Candida, Toxoplasmosis, and I'm sure if they will search something else, a lot of other stuff is active inside me, because it's not just the immune, it's not just my that it messes up. Sorry, my brain is can't do it. Um, it's not that it's weakening the immune system. It's also turning it against you. So it's insane. It's crazy. It's insane. So yeah, I've accepted to take antidepressive. Only make things worse because the biochemistry is broken, and you put in your brain something that it's messing the biochemistry even more, because these are drugs. They're so yeah. At this point, I don't think I have depression anymore. I just suffer every day. I have no life. This is the truth. I just exist. So be careful if you have a family member or a loved one that is complaining of symptoms like this weird type of symptoms. Don't take him to a shrink, because nobody wants to go to a doctor. I want to be home. I want to live. I want to do the stuff that I used to do before. I don't want to see a doctor. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to complain. So yeah, basically with this disease, nobody believes you. Have to find a Lyme literate doctor, and even then, if you are lucky, they will figure out that is Lyme. Because in my case, first time I went to Breakspear, and even though my test, some of them was negative, but at this point my immune system is a mess. So I don't know if it's relevant, but I've made a specific test that is searching for Borrelia DNA, and they found it in my blood. So that I don't know if there is something more obvious than that. If you find DNA of a bacteria in your blood, it's definitely there. Plus, I had dark field microscopy on my blood, and I could see the spirochete. So anyway, so yeah, like I said, if you have these kind of symptoms, do not take them. Believe him, believe them, believe him or her, and try to help her. Do not try to help her. So as a final note, what this stuff did to me, I don't know who I am anymore. I have some pictures with me, and my what I used to do before is like I'm looking at somebody else. I have depersonalization at the point that I'm basically existing. It's like I'm not trying to complain. I'm just saying what Lyme or primary multiple sclerosis is doing to a person. Um, I have no life. I'm just existing every day. I'm like a ghost. Um, Nobody's searching for me. Even if someone wants to speak with me, I can only speak for a minute, maybe two. Then I have to lay down for 20 minutes to recover. I had to leave my wife and child. Imagine as a parent not to be able to be there for your child, watch him, at least to be able to watch him. I lost my dream job. I was a brilliant IT engineer. I had such a beautiful mind. I was such a pleasant person to be around. Now it's incredible. I'm forgetting already what I've said. So yeah, he took my dream job. He took my family. He took all my money I've spent in 2 years trying to search for this solution. 70,000-80,000 euros, and during this time I couldn't work. So for some, this money is not a lot of money, but for me it was all my work, all everything that I've made before my disease. So it was, yeah. So my like I said, I've lost everything. This is the truth, and I'm so worried about this, how my brain feels, and this dizziness and memory issues. I'm worried that I have some type of dementia at this point, because I can't even speak with someone. I'm trying. I've started now to. I'm trying to read some code that I used to write before, but it's like someone else wrote that stuff. It was not me. So, yeah, I'm. I don't exist. It's like I don't exist anymore. My family doesn't know what to do at this point. My parents think that I will miraculously recover, but it's not the case. I know, because I feel how this disease progresses, and it's my body, it's my brain. I feel it. I want to be better. I wanted to be better from the beginning, but unfortunately, I get worse. Even though right now I got to a point where I don't feel anything. I had to block all emotions, because if I get any negative thoughts or depressive thoughts, or if I start to cry, I cry. I used to cry without any reason, just starts to cry. This is not depression. This is a messed up brain. This is something else. Depression is anyway. So yeah, I've blocked all emotions. I don't feel love anymore. I don't feel hate. I don't feel nothing. I'm like, if someone saw the movie Equilibrium, there was a guy there who doesn't. He wasn't feeling anything. I'm like that. I don't feel nothing. This is the only way I can go on. Hoping that the stem cell will change something, or Dr. Phil, which is my doctor from Infusia, will be able to give me some normality, to at least be able to raise my girl, to be there for her, to be anything for her. At this point, I accept anything. So yeah, my parents doesn't know what to do. My sister is which I do love her very much. She is trying to help me. She tried to help me from the beginning, but she doesn't realize how serious this is, or she's just trying to encourage me. But she believes that somehow I can control my mind and my body, and I can heal myself with this. Yes, the mind has a big role in healing diseases like this, but it's not enough. It's not enough. You cannot control something like this. It's a total system shutdown. I would be dead in a week if I would be left alone. In a week. So yeah, she keeps telling me it will be better at some point. The sun will shine on your street at some point, but is not. And I need my dear ones and those who still loves me, because there are so few at this point, to be here for me, to open their eyes, and to somehow find a solution. At this point, I don't believe I will ever be fully healed, because my brain it's really really bad, and my immune system it's horrible. But I do believe that I can find some type of normality so that I can be there for my girl, for my little girl. That is all I wish at this point. If I can have that,